I used to get stopped at airports when the customs people would look at my passport and think, why would you ever go to these places? There's something not right about this. I began doing this work when I was a law student. That was back in the late 80s, early 90s, and since then, I just get phone calls. I'm a kind of a sucker for people that are dealing with difficult problems, but really want to struggle with them in a different way. That was my first experience with AK-47 fire, so that was about a block away, just before and after Mandela was released. There's a temptation to want to like poke your head out and see what's happening, but the odds of that being a good decision are usually pretty small. The odds of taking cover are usually much better. I was asked to come and join a team that was trying to facilitate between the main combatant parties, two rebel groups, and the government. And when they say, no, you can't go out into the bush to meet with this particular group because it's not safe, you pretty much don't ask why, you just don't go. Traveling in convoys into the countryside where there were massacres on a regular basis, and being escorted by guys who had gym bags over their shoulders, and you could tell the size of their gym bag indicated the size of gun they had in their gym bag. In Iraq, where I probably had the most formal security, this is a quick little tape of what that would look like. In this armored SUV, they've cleared the road. This car is communicating with the car in front of us and behind us. They're pointing out there's a car stopped on the side of the road. The vehicle behind us pulls up to get between us and the car on the side of the road, because the standard security practice is that if there's a potential roadside bomb or car bomb, the best thing you can do is get something in between the people you're trying to protect and the bomb. So the people in that other vehicle are basically risking their lives to be the blast wall for us. You could also glimpse the back of that SUV had a machine gun pointing out the back, and a little sign on the back that said, stay back 100 meters or else you'll be shot, and have a good day. In Afghanistan, we traveled around in a beat-up Toyota Corolla with a cracked windshield, and I felt safer actually in that. The odds of blowing up a Toyota with a cracked windshield that you'll actually hit someone of importance is much lower than if you're in an armored convoy. This is on these hills. You can see in the background, that's the outskirts of Kabul, Afghanistan. This young girl lived in a house that was not far from this path. We called her the toll taker because she would come out and greet you and had this really infectious smile. She was looking for a candy bar, or in this case, a bottle of water, which I gave her. She just was like kind of infectious in terms of her enthusiasm. Again, living a very different reality than my kids live in. Seeing her and that spirit persist also is kind of like, well, this is what is this about? This is about her. I mean, it's about people at that age who can grow up and have the prospects for a better life than, say, her parents had. Sometimes you're not in the most elegant places or staying in the most comfortable accommodations, but there are lots of benefits to it. Sometimes those situations really inspire the best in people, and being around those people and helping those people is itself really inspiring. If I would want to teach my kids anything, it's that you can put your values into action. That not only is that possible, it's actually fulfilling.